This is Spoken by Elswith, a femdom hypnosis podcast, Season 4. Hey everyone! Today I am going to continue the topic of bratty behavior. But before I jump into that, just a quick reminder that on the Spoken by Elswith website, the Locktober page is now active. I will put a link to that in the show notes for today's episode, or just go to spokenbyelswith.com/Locktober. There's been a flurry of downloads happening for those JOI HFO sessions, almost like some of you can hear the clock ticking, the calendar pages tearing away. So, in episode 24, I set you the task of providing some examples of bratty behavior. Perhaps writing a haiku for me. A haiku like, Brat disobeys. Mistress says, that is your choice. Now, we'll just part ways. I like the rhyme in that one. Sometime I should assign limericks instead. I think they're traditionally tawdry nature. Well, it might suit the subject material. Here's another one. Pout in your corner. Throw your raw temper tantrum. I simply won't care. I'm fond of the first two lines, but the last is a lie. Of course I care. Don't always show it. And once you're in the corner, I'll be caring, but I might also be reading a novel. I had quite a lot of ideas and suggestions about bratty behavior, but not enough, and we will get to that later. But there is time here to talk about some of my favorites. There's one that popped up on Patreon, which took the form of a sort of free verse poem. And it started, she took a handful of my hair. Oh wow, a scalp massage. She tightened her grip. That's not what I'm going to massage. I like this one. It felt very natural. The sort of conversation I'm likely to have as a vanilla or a mundane conversation shifts into that actual play or a scene of sorts. I also had a fantastic funny one from one of my dear ones that really loves the human furniture scenarios. So they mentioned, if you had a bratty chair, it would likely move just as you went to sit down. Or, put a thumbtack on itself. Very fun. I like these type of stories. And then, looking through my notes, I had a fairly lengthy story from a patron about a bratty puppy. It might be a little long for the regular podcast. Should I maybe read it out as an extra episode one day soon? Send me a message or an email. 1 woof for yes. And 2 woofs for yes, please. Okay, Peter, I am scrolling. Okay, here we go. Okay. Thank you to every one of you who did complete the bratty task I sent you. I read every one of them, and I'm proud of you for being obedient and for being creative. Your task for today is more like accounting. And I do promise that we won't talk about chastity every day until November 1st rolls around. But be honest with me and with yourself, because you know your habits and your usual level of insatiable desire. How many orgasms is my guy, my obedient guy, who's so looking forward to October? How many orgasms are you actually going to forego? If the answer is 30 or more, well then, dear, wouldn't it be wise to start practicing before going cold turkey? If your EMO, pardon me, that's a bit of mistressly jargon. If your estimate of monthly orgasms is less than 30, you have permission today, but you don't have to use it. Now, if you've heard that you are good, that you completed the Bratty assignment, and that I'm proud of you, you can go and get on with your day. The last part of this podcast is only for boys who heard episode 24, listen to me set them a task, and then ignored it. So, if that doesn't apply to you, if you did your homework, run along now. Go get on with your day. All the good boys should have stopped listening by now. Oh no, sweetheart. Oh no, sweetheart. I don't even think a gentle reminder of your place is enough. What you need is some corner time. And so, if you're not in a safe and private enough place to follow my instructions properly, you'll pause this session right here and come back when you're alone. I don't mind if you have to make your excuses and lock yourself in the office bathroom. Are you ready? Find the corner and put your nose in it. Right the way into the corner. Your forehead or your cheeks, they should be absolutely feeling the coolness or warmth of the wall. Your hands straight down at your sides, not behind you, and certainly not in the front. Every finger pointed straight down at the ground. No fidgeting. No angry little balled up fists either. Oh no, sweetheart, you don't get to be angry right now. You should be glad of one thing. In times like these, that you don't have to worry about anyone seeing what color your cheeks are. They should be bright pink. You should be ashamed. Am I a harsh mistress? Do I set tasks that are unreasonable? Oh no, sweetheart, that's a rare occurrence. I always try to make sure that what I ask from you is achievable. And if it isn't, well, that's just part of a fun game. a game that I've created for you. You should know better. Is it really that often that I ask for something that you can't help but fail at? A tiny slice of your time and a little of your creativity. That isn't so much at all. Did you not have the time? Did you not find the time? Or did you simply not think that I was serious? Do you really think that I have time to give you instructions that are not obeyed? Or do you think that this is a one-way street? Oh no, sweetheart. That's a misunderstanding that you must be swiftly relieved of. You don't get to listen to me, take my thoughts and ideas, and then selfishly jerk off like this is some cheap, ignorable porno clip that you've downloaded. If you're not going to follow along with what I have in store for you, you don't have permission to listen at all. I'm going to give you a few more minutes to think about the answers to these questions, to think about what I've said to you. Use the time wisely. Okay, it's time to come out of the corner of shame. It's okay. I know that you're gonna remember this moment. Now, it doesn't matter if you were pleased with earning permission today. The fact that you needed this correction means no release today or the rest of the weekend. I know that you agree it's for the best. But I do forgive you. Isn't that nice? Forgiveness is how you know punishment is over. Even if there's a little space left for atonement, can you figure out some way to make it up to me? That way you feel entirely better. Of course you know a way, so off you go, and I know that you'll hear from me soon.